In 2014, when China's new leadership made a U-turn on foreign policy, started the so-called wolf warrior diplomacy, it also started unrelenting strike hard campaign at home against prostitution. The campaign started in Dongguan, the infamous sex capital of China. Some 6,500 police raided more than 100 massage parlors and saunas, and arrested hundreds of prostitutes. This police action was replicated all over China, and repeated persistently over time. Now, 10 years has passed. How is the prostitution situation in China now? Is the police winning? Let's look into that, and the conclusion may surprise you. The CCP has been the harshest regime in the world with regard to how it deals with prostitutes. As soon as the CCP gained power in 1949, thousands of prostitutes were rounded up and sent to prison-like facilities without any court proceeding. Many brothel owners were put into jail or executed. Even in the 1980s, they executed a young girl whose only crime was having 4 boyfriends. All that was in the name of cleaning up social vice, to make communist China pure. Recently, more and more footages of police raids of prostitution have surfaced in Chinese social media, and most of them were taken by police themselves, so that they could show their bosses how loyal they are to the party's instruction, and how hard they work to carry out the party's wishes. These recordings demonstrate that the prostitutes were roughed up, beaten, and handcuffed, and then, they were paraded on the local streets to humiliate them. Although the 1980s hooligan law, under which the young girl was executed, was abolished, and long sentence without legal proceeding was also gone, but prostitutes could still be punished by 6 months in jail and heavy monetary fine. Did this relentless and brutal police clampdown help curb China's prostitution tsunami? The answer is a definitely no. If anything, the Little Sisters seem to be more emboldened and daring. They used to operate in narrow dark alleys, and recent evidence shows they now come to slum areas' main street, and not shy about their presence at all. This guy with a hidden camera come in, and asking the price, the prostitute readily gives the offer. Right the next door, another Little Sister did the same thing. What if this guy was a cop? But they did not seem to worry about that possibility. In many places, such as this one in Changsha, the capital of Hunan province, the entire street becomes the street of prostitution. One brothel after another, lining up both sides of the road. Some brothel has up to 5 or 6 Little Sisters. And, they operate in bright daylight. Was that the prostitute's middle finger to the police? With such degree of concentration, the Little Sisters put themselves in greater danger for police raid, and it also explains why the police could arrest up to 100 prostitutes and parade them on the street. However, police raids were like playing whack-a-mole, one was done, but another comes up. That is because the demand is there, as you can see, many men going into these brothels, while others just coming out. There are many others standing on the street, weighing their options. By packing so many Little Sisters in one place, it also makes competition among themselves so much intense. The price of sex trade drop. The ongoing price in this place is around 150 yuan, as indicated in the clip, which is on the high end in slum sex pricing, the lower end being 80 yuan. This is the same street, but filmed by another guy in another time. This place becomes so famous that one man came here by train from afar to see it on a sex tourist journey. One Chinese netizen commented, "It's like the poor Chinese version of Amsterdam red light district." If it is so famous in China, thanks to the social media, police should know, of course. Then, why is it still in operation? China has the largest police force in the world, but more than 20 million prostitutes is also overwhelming. Besides, compared to political and ethnic unrest, prostitution has to be on the back burner for police. For that same reason, in Shanghai's slum area, the size of brothels are increasing remarkably. When an outsider was wandering in alleyways, the locals immediately know what this guy is looking for. Someone, most likely a mid-aged woman, would approach him, and lead him to a house, where a slum girl is available. When our John Doe did not take that girl and walked out, another woman lead him to another house to see another slum girl. Apparently, our John Doe is not looking for sex this time, he just wants to film more contents for his channel. After he walked out again, another mid-aged woman took him to a hidden brothel, which has 4 slum girls in it. He did not take any of these girls, and moved on. Eventually, he hit the jet packed. He was led into a fishbowl with a dozen of prostitutes in display. As a surveillance nation, the police eyes cover every inch of the land, especially places like Shanghai. But prostitution is growing fast there, and police did not have enough power to deal with the situation. So, who is winning? Police certainly did not win in any form or shape, while the prostitutes overwhelmed the police and kept growing. This trend will continue, because China's demographic force is behind the prostitutes. Right now, within the marriage bracket of 20 to 40, every 100 women are matched by 115 men. Therefore, China has about 40 million leftover men, who cannot find women to marry. This situation will get worse very fast. Listen to what the recent 60 Minutes has to report from China.
Could plainly see how stark the imbalance here is. For every 100 girls, there are 150 boys.
What? 150 instead of 115 men as of now? This means in about a decade, China's bachelor population will be more than tripled. For these unfortunate leftover men, the only way to release their sexual tension is to engage in commercial sex trade. Would today's 20 million prostitutes be doubled then to meet the demands of more than tripled bachelors? Certainly possible, no matter how the police would do to these growing little sisters. Let's hope that the Chinese leadership can see this trend, and to come up with a solution, other than using blunt force of police clampdown. Thanks for watching.